Well, good morning. This is a video prayer intercession update to the dear people, awesome, amazing believers, and just people that have committed to just pray as the Lord leads, or daily, or regularly, for Dunamis Church and for myself. And thank you so much. And I think about 5 people responded. I think 1 said no, so I'm going to email my grandma anyway. So this is going out to my grandma and grandpa, Pitka, my dad's parents, and I think 4 or 5 others of you. So I'm going to have to get on the rest of them and get an answer, because it's been a week already. So yeah, this last week was solid. I mean, just saw some really cool stuff. Saw some yeah, just a solid week of ministry at the men's group. We had about 20 guys out, so we're growing there. The youth, our goal was 60, and we had about 45 kids out. So we didn't quite hit it, but we're gonna hit it again this week. And then our service on Friday night, we had about 75 people out, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's in the little building we're in, where we're kind of packing that place out a little bit. So we have a little bit more room to grow. I am so pumped and packed full of faith right now. I feel like the Lord's really wanting me to reach for an audacious goal this year, and that is to have on a Friday night at a Dunamis church service, to have 500 people in a service. And you might be sitting there and like, wow, that's really big. How are you going to do that? Well, I'm not going to do it. God's going to do it, and I'm going to believe, and we're going to believe God together for that. So I just want you to be praying for that, and just praying for finances to be released to us, to hire the right people, and for wisdom for me. It's my cry for this week. If you could pray for me for wisdom, understanding that God would give me a spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of God, and that I would just understand and see His heart. This week for the men's cell, we're just going to reach and want to reach 27 guys tonight in the men's cell meeting, and 65 youth. We're pushing the envelope. We're gonna do all that we can. And you know what, for me, like numerical goals, a lot of people, I think the devil, I really believe this, that the devil has, Satan has blinded the minds and hearts of believers, and even a statement like, well, it's not about the numbers. Just we read through the book of Acts, we see God is a God of numbers. God is a God who loves numbers. And I believe He works with numbers, especially with visionary people. Might not be your forte, but it's how God challenges me and says, "This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Will you believe me? Will your faith rise up to that?" So, and then for the women cell as well, that would be a strong meeting. You know, our women's is a little bit smaller. You know, if I could lead a women's cell, I would, but I can't. I probably could, but it might not be the best, content-wise anyway. And then Friday night, we're just going to believe to hit 90 people this Friday night, strong. And then the next week, we're having a baptism service. We're having an encounter day coming up this Saturday as well. So thank you so much. And you know, not this Friday, but next, we're going to be doing baptism service. So we're probably going to be baptizing about 10 people or so. And that's what I felt like the Lord put on my heart. So I will update you next Monday. Have a great week. Thanks for your prayers and for your heart of love, and just for me and for what God's doing. I love you so much. God bless you. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you next week.